Great. So this is a basic warm-up sequence I do sometimes before a formal Rune Yoga session. Um, just a few of the things of note is to experiment with inhaling into a posture and then holding it and then exhaling and feeling a sensation, or work with as you exhale you move into a posture, then you breathe in the energy, hold it and rest in that space, and then as you exhale you move into the next. So just experiment with variations of the breath. And with certain postures, for instance with Feiyu, you have the hands in different positions, so experiment with the hands in different ways too. All these things, as you pay more attention, will attune you with the more subtle energies of the body, which is important later on when you start to work with energy directly. I'm just going to go through the sequence relatively quickly, and I'm going to move back and forth to really emphasize the stutter so that you can see it. Later on, as I do individual videos, I'll really develop and talk more in depth on each one. But right now, I'm just going to go through the sequence, and then and then just slow it down, pause, and get to know it, familiarize yourself with it. Because I still have a few videos I want to talk to before I actually get into working with the runes. Okay, so Feiyu, Urus, Thuzaz, Ansus, Rido, or you can do this way, and again both sides. Kanaz, Gabo, Unyo, Agalas, Nadiz, Isa, definitely spend some time in each of the runes too. Work with the breath, experiment, but really just spend some time resting in the posture to familiarize yourself with it. Yara, that way. Let's see, we've seen it this way too. And then again here. So you can do it with the leg. It's a more balanced posture, or those other ones. Iwas, again both sides and both legs. Work on your balance. It's something I'm still working on for sure. Then you have Perto. You could do it with the seated, in a sense, kind of like that. You could do it seated on your butt on the ground. Or I generally I do it in sequence with the balancing posture. So going from Yara to Iwas to Peritho, moving in between each one of those and working on balances is quite helpful actually, because it starts to help balance other things outside of your yoga practice. But let's see. Okay, Algiz, and then Sowilo could be like that, like that. Tiwas, Turkana, and again you can do it forward too. Manaz, I like this way. And then with, or not manaz, it was, and then moving into manaz, I do this, coming up to here, and then behind in the back. And this is how most people do it. Just the one on the back. Pretty much everybody I've crossed paths with, that's the main way they do it. But I like those other variations too because it moves nicely from Ewas. Let's see, Laguz. Ingwas. And I touch my genitals. I really try to connect it, really feeling that the fertility and that just that energy. And then Dagaz, and I also do just the prayer mudra, really just connecting with the light and with the, and then I'll follow. So yeah, do well, and I'll see you next video.
Odin, Thor, Freyr, Freya, Sif, Frigga.